Yesterday we learned how to find areas of composite and shaded regions in shapes. Today we're going to continue practicing finding areas of these composite shapes. So looking at the problem below, it says to find the area of the composite shape. Again, we do not know the area of this entire shape. However, I do see two different shapes that I could break apart, or maybe even three, depending on how you see it. So I see this triangle, and I see this semicircle. So I know that if I added these areas together, I would get the total area. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out this plan so I can be organized and precise in my calculations. So now that I have our plan, let's go ahead and look at the star chart for our formula. I know that triangles is 1/2 base times height, and area of a semicircle is the area of a circle divided by 2. And I'm going to now focus on one piece at a time. So I see that the base of the triangle is 6 yards, and the height of the triangle is 4 yards. So I have the pieces for my formula. And again, I can multiply in any order. I like usually dealing with the half first, especially when there's an even number, because I know half of even numbers can be divided evenly. So half of 6 is 3. And 3 times 4 is 12. So the area of the triangle is 12 yards squared. And now we can move on to the semicircle where we need the radius. So I know this entire piece is 6 yards, which means that is the diameter because it goes from one edge of the circle to the other, cutting it in half. But we don't need the diameter, we need the radius. So what do we do if we only need half of the piece? Well, we cut 6 in half, which is then 3. So the radius is 3 yards. So I can now substitute that into my equation. And I know that 3 squared is written 2 times, so 3 times 3, which is 9. And pi is 3.14. So I can go ahead and get ready to multiply 3.14 times 9. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12. There are 2 numbers behind the decimal point, so there should be 2 numbers behind the decimal point here. So the area of an entire circle is 28.26, but we do not need the entire circle, we need half of it. So we need to divide by 2. So 2, 28.26, bring up the decimal. Bring down the 8, 4. Bring down the 2, 1. Bring down the 6, 3. So the area of this semicircle is 14.13 yards squared. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Because we still don't have the total area, we now need to add these pieces together, these shapes. And I see that the total area is 26.13 yards squared. So let's stamp one more time. The first thing we need to do is to find the area of each shape by breaking it apart. So we can decompose or break apart our shape and draw out our plan. We then use our star chart to find the area of formulas, find the area of each shape, and then add them together to get our total. Let's go ahead and try more on our own.